tomorrow will be better. Solve by elimination this pair of simultaneous equations. Follow me, dear friends. Solution. I had said it in my previous videos that each time you have simultaneous equations to solve and you're imposed on a particular method, say elimination, don't rush into it, okay? Take your time, kindly observe the two equations to find out if there are any similarities between the two equations. And you have to bear in mind the principle of the elimination method. The objective of elimination method is to eliminate one of the variables in the two equations, and when you do this you'll be left with just one more variable which you can find, and when you found this second variable you can now use the second variable to find the initial variable which was eliminated. So follow me, let me keenly take you step by step. Now, looking at these two, there's no similarity between any of the two variables, be it in the first or in the second equation. For this reason, there is no simple mathematical operation which will eliminate any one of them. Because if you want to try, say, subtraction, if you say subtract equation 1, let's name them like that, equation 1 from equation 2. If you subtract, in the final answer that you will have, the two variables will still figure out. Therefore, you haven't eliminated any of the variables. But given that you cannot simply just subtract or add, you now think of a method that will end up achieving the same coefficient up and down for the variable which you want to eliminate. For instance, I want to start by eliminating variable A. But unfortunately, the coefficient of variable A in equation 1 is 1, and the coefficient of variable A in equation 2 is 3. 1 minus 3 can never be eliminated, okay? So I have to think of a strategy which will make me have a 3 here, such that now you will say 3a minus 3a will boil down to 0, and in this way you would have eliminated the variable a. But I cannot just proceed and come and write 3 here. I'll be violating mathematical principles, okay? So what I'm going to do is I will say multiply all of equation 1 by the coefficient of a in equation 2. So I will write here 3 because the coefficient of a here is 3. Now multiply all of equation 2 by the coefficient of a in the first equation, which is 1, okay? So what I've done here is I've interchanged the coefficients of the variable of interest, which in this case is a. So when you do this, this is the result you're going to obtain. 3 times a here will give us 3a plus 3 times 2b, which is 6b, and then equals 3 times 14, which is 42, I hope. Yes. Now, 3 times all of this is just itself, so I'm just going to copy it again. So I'll have 3a plus 4b, and then equals 34. Okay, clearly now you have the same coefficient up and down for the variable a. For this reason, I can say with boldness that subtract this equation by this equation, because by so doing, I will have 3a minus 3a, which is 0, and then 6b minus 4b, which is 2b, and then equals 42 minus 34, which is 8. Yeah, bingo! In this equation now we no longer have a. Now we have just an equation that has b, so we have successfully eliminated a, and this is the elimination method in progress. So now I will just say that in conclusion, I have the equation 2b equals to 8. How do I find b from here? Divide both sides by 2, both sides of the equation by 2. So therefore, my b is going to be 2 here, 1, 2 here, 4. So b is equals to 4. What do I do with this value of b? I use the value of b to find a, which I had eliminated from the start. How? By substituting the value of b in any one of the initial or the original equations. I want to stress on this. It should be in the original equation, not in the modified version of the equations. So I will say here, I will make the statement. It's very important to make the statements. I will say put the value of b in equation 2. I can choose equation 1 because look at equation 1, the coefficient of a is just 1, so it's easier to just manipulate this one. So in equation 1, okay, let me take it to this side of the board. Now I will start by writing again equation 1. So I will say A plus 2B equals to 14. They now make a very important statement here and say, but this B in question here, I already found it and it gave me 4. Okay, so this implies that I will now replace the value of B by 4. 2 into 4 equals 14. Okay, so if I simplify this, I'll have A plus 8, okay, equals 14. At this point, I have just an equation with only one variable because I've already eliminated B by finding it, okay? And this is all about elimination method, okay? So to find A here, I just send B to the other side of I just send 8 to the other side of the equation. Therefore, I have that A on one side will be 14. Of course, when 8 goes there, it becomes negative 8. 14 minus 8. Therefore, A is nothing else but 6. Okay, 14 minus 8 is going to give us 6. All right, and the beauty again of math is that if you replace each of these things by their values, it's going to fall in place. All right, this is true because tomorrow will certainly be better.